Okay, hi parents. This video is for you. On this PDF, I have attached a video for the kids, but this one is for you because I wanted to briefly go over some strategies and some things to think about when you are reading this book or when you are watching the video with your kids. So I am attaching a PDF of some puppets and you can print them. You don't have to print them in color. In fact, if you print them in black and white, your child can color them the appropriate colors for that they are in the book. And the kids really love this. So if you're able to do this, I would recommend it. They love acting out with the puppets and playing with them. So that would be my first step. So one thing, if your child is just at the beginning stages of language, I use a lot of verbal routines in this story. So what that means is when I say, brown bear, what do you see? I see a yellow duck looking at, and they fill in that word me. So it's just a familiar phrase where the child can fill in that last word for you. Okay, it's like when you go 1, 2, and they say 3, or you say ready, set, and they say go. So that's what a verbal routine is. So you can do that with the me, and if you notice, I pause a lot of times before the me because I want them to say it, okay? And then the other verbal routine that I incorporated was where are you? So I want them to fill in that you. The other one was stick. That's just kind of something that I threw in there, but they can also do that. Vocabulary. So you can, if you have all the puppets at home, depending on the level of your child, you might need to start with 2. You might be able to have all of them on the table, and you're going to say, okay, give me the bear, and see if they can get the bear and give it to you. Okay, make it harder. You're gonna have maybe 4 or 5, and you're gonna say, okay, this time give me the fish and the horse. And if they need a cue, what I often do is I'll say, give me the fish and the horse. So a lot of kids have trouble with this, so that's why I have my 2 hands, and you're gonna, if you have to repeat it, no big deal, but this is like a little visual cue for them to know that they're supposed to give you 2 animals, okay? Follow directions with the animals. So, okay, show me how brown bear walks, and he walks. Show me how Froggy hops. Let me see. And you make Froggy hop on my head. Okay, make Froggy hop on the table or on the chair. So you can give lots of directions with the animals. You can expand the language. So I've listed here in the PDF all the levels that you can do. So some kids are just naming the animals. Some kids are just using the actions. You know, I'm a big fan of verbs, so I always want you working on the verbs, even if your child is just the beginning stages of using language. So jump, jump, frog jumping is the next step. Frog jumping high. The frog jumping high with the article the. And then a lot of your kids are working on the is. So they might say the frog jumping high, but I want them to say the frog is jumping high. The frog is jumping. What is the frog doing? The frog is jumping, okay? And you can even expand it. The frog is jumping on the lily pad. The fish is swimming in the water. Okay, so those are all levels you can try for your kid. I love working on this book for speech. So if you just tackle what do you see, a lot of kids, I'm working on those sounds. So what? A lot of kids are not getting that lip protrusion for the what, and they're not putting that t at the end. So that's something that you can work on. What? So a lot of times for that final T, you'll see me do this, and that means I want them, that's just a visual cue that I want that sound on the end of the word, okay? Do. A lot of kids are that ooh, it might be duh, duh. So we want to go do. What do you see? Okay, and it's really cute because your kids will do this to their own mouth. You don't even have to do it to their mouth. I just model on my mouth, and sometimes they're going like this, but they're really trying, okay? You. A lot of kids can't get that yeah, so this is how you're going to get it. You're going to start with an E. You. You. I promise it works almost every time. You see. What do you see? Okay? And that I have a couple of kids working on the S, so you don't want to say T or E. They might leave that sound off, but we're going C. And you saw me for stick, okay? So this is our snake sound, we call it. What do you see, okay? So those are all prompts I tried to model, hopefully, while I was doing the video. And most of all, have fun. Just have fun. Connect with your child, engage in those conversations. If you have any questions, feel free to email me. But I do have all the tips listed out here, and I really hope that's helpful. Okay, thanks.